Hi everyone and welcome to All Aboard Resin Creations. So today I'm going to attempt, and I emphasize the word attempt, I've got this balloon dog mould, but I want to see if I can use eco resin in there instead of resin. And the reason I don't hold out a lot of hope is because the head has got to squeeze through such a tiny hole that I'm not sure that it will stay intact, but we'll give it a go and we'll try out together whether we succeed or fail, and if I fail then you won't have to you know not to bother. So I'm going to start by mixing up some Aqua Cast is what I'm using today. Aqua Cast is a 3-to-1, so 100 grams of powder to 35 grams of water. So I'm going to start off by adding 105 grams of water, and then I'll tare that, and then I'll add in 300 grams of Aqua Cast. I'm just going to do it plain today. I'm not going to put any colour in or anything, because if by any chance it does work out, I might just decorate it somehow afterwards. So, right, so let's give this a mix up. I've not put water in the mould, so I'm not really sure how much it's going to hold. And looking at how much I've mixed, I'm sure it's actually going to take a lot more than that. So I'll pour this in and then we'll make up a little bit more if we have to. You have got a bit of a leeway with how much water to powder you do. You can add a little bit extra water to make it a bit more runny. But I think in this instance, we're going to need it as strong as we can get at to be able to demould it. Oops, squeaky, squeaky. So we're going to pour in this mixture and see how we get on. So let's get it in the head first. Oh, there's a bit of a lump there, I missed that. Get some in there, give it a bit of a squish around, get any air pockets out that might have accumulated in there. Some's gone in his tail now, so we give that a little bit of a squish as well. Let's just give this another little extra mix. Right, let's get some more in. Pour that in there. And then I'm going to give it a bit more of a tap and a jiggle and a wiggle. Again, give the head and tail another bit of a squeeze. Now this bit here, that's supposed to stay secure, so I've got a peg I've just got off the line. Let's get any cobwebs off of it, and I'm going to put that in the middle. To hold that in place. Do I just need one peg? Right, let's top this up a bit more. Put some on the other side. It will go through down through the middle, but I'll do it from either side. Going to give it another bit of a tap and a jiggle. I wasn't far off with the 300, but I think it probably will need a little bit more. Give that another little tap. And I think I'm going to make up just an extra maybe 50 grams of powder, so 16 grams of water. So I'll just use this pot that I used before. So I'm going to add in 12, oh, a little bit over there, and 50 of that. I'll put in a bit more because I did put in a bit more water. So let's give that a mix. Get any little lumps and bumps out of there. Aqua Cast does mix up really easy. And I always add the powder to the water, and then I find that you don't get any solid lumps of powder at the bottom that don't seem to want to mix in. We'll just top this up a little bit more. Give that a bit of a jiggle. It already seems to be going through that bit in the middle, but Aqua Cast sands down really easy, so I'm not too worried about that. So we'll top that up. Give it another little wiggle jiggle, get those bubbles out. Right, I think that would do. And I think I'll probably leave this to cure maybe overnight, just so it's the hardest that it could possibly be. Can always blow across the top to get rid of any surface bubbles as well. Sorry if I got my head in there, I didn't notice. Right, so we'll leave that to cure, and I'll see you in a few hours or maybe tomorrow. Bye for now. Right, so this is fully cured now. I did leave it overnight just to give it a bit more strength. So let's get this little puppy out and see how it's turned out. I think the bottom half of it is going to be quite easy to get out. I think it's going to be that head that I'm going to have trouble with. So got a bit of overspill there, but that will break off. Let's try and get his bottom out. Oh, that's come out all right. Right, this is the bit I'm worried about, his head. I think I'll probably put it in some soapy water maybe and see if I can get that out. I'll be back in a minute. So, as you can probably guess, he came out in 2 pieces. Yeah, there was no way I was getting that out in one. And that's what I thought all along. So, well, I'm going to glue his head on and then decide what to do with him after that. So I'm going to get a bit of, I'm going to use super glue and a spray activator. So I'm going to pop a bit of glue onto there. Oh, I've got it over that bit. Oh well, that'll have to stay there now. I'll have to rub it down afterwards. Put that on there. And then the other half of the head, give that a spray. And then we'll line him up and put his little head back on. Hold that down for a bit. And hopefully he'll be back into one piece. And then I'll have to think about what to do with them, how to decorate them. Right, let's see if I can get that bit of glue off there. Right, so his head's back on now. He's got loads of bubbles under his chin, where obviously the bubbles couldn't escape. And he's got loads under his belly as well. I mean, you can sand it down, but overall I think I'll have to do something different with him. Maybe decoupage him. What do you think? Or paint him? I'll have to have a think about what I want to do with them. Let's just give him a little sand down in places. Aqua Cast is really easy to sand. But generally you do it with the water though, like a wet and dry thingy. I wonder if like I made up a bit of Aqua Cast, whether I could just put a layer over the top. Maybe that would be a way forward. Maybe we'll try that. But yes, I'm not sure that I'll make another one. In fact, I know I'm not going to make another one. That was so hard to get out the mould. So hard. I don't even know how people get them out of the mould if they use resin, to be honest. That was really hard. But I'll have a think about what I'm going to do with them, and then I'll get back to you. So I've decided, I've got some white gesso here, so I've decided to give him a coat of white gesso. And then he'll probably need like a few coats. Hopefully we can get in those bubbly bits. Maybe I should have filled them first, but poor little doggy. Poor little doggy. Maybe we could make him into an Alsatian. Not an Alsatian, oh God, what are they called? Black and white dotty. Dalmatian, that's it. Not an Alsatian, a Dalmatian. Duh. Yeah, so maybe we can make him into that. We'll see. Let's get him covered first, and then he's going to need a few coats probably. So we do that. I haven't got anywhere to hold him now, have I? That was silly. That was silly, wasn't it? Right, I'll let you listen to some music while I'm doing this, and then I'll catch you again in a minute. On the houseboat, oh so free. Me and my husky on the open sea. Resin molds in hand light as a breeze, creating treasures with such ease. Waves are rocking softly, makes me smile. Colors swirling, blending, endless style. Right, we'll let that coat dry and then come back in a bit and give him another one. So I've been pondering over what to do with my little doggy, and I thought, do I decoupage him? Like, do I paint him and then put like colours over the top? And then I thought, well, I've got these patina paints and they come in bronze, green and blue. The green is like it's got like a texture to it. It's quite chalky and sandy. So I had a little go on the back to see if it coloured all right. So that's what I've decided to do in the end. So we're going to make him look like he's oldie woldy and gone all rusty and all patinaed. So I'm going to paint him in the gold all over first. So I'll do that while you listen to some music.
Husky howls with joy, it feels so right. Once the resin sets our pieces glow, each one tells a story you should know. Water's calm reflections deep and blue. Every crack we make feels fresh and new. Love and resin building bit by bit. House built life where passion and dreams fit.
Right, so now he's had a coat of gold, I'll start adding some of the blue and the green. Just give my brush a wipe. Actually, I'll just get another brush. Right. So I'm going to start by adding some of this green. And see how it's quite sandy looking. It's got like texture in it. So we're going to add some bits of these. In places. And can you see how gritty it is? Like it's gone all old and rusty. Some under his belly, that will hide some of those holes. Put a bit under his chin, that will hide those holes there. A bit behind his ears. This little body. So hopefully he will look like an old bronze rusty antique dog. Right, so let's add a bit of the blue. And we'll see if we can save this little fella from his head coming off.
Crafting on a houseboat, oh so free. Me and my husky on the open sea. Resin molds and hand light as a breeze, creating treasures with such ease. Waves are rocking softly, makes me smile. Colors swirl and blend in endless style. Sunshine through the window sets a scene. Houseboat life is like a living dream.
Well, I've lost a bit there where I've been holding him, so let's put a bit more on there. Right, we'll let him dry up for a bit and then come back to him in a minute and then see if he needs any little touching up anywhere. Back in a minute. Right, he's nice and dry now and don't seem to be any patches that I've missed anywhere. So this is our little antique old rusty bronzy looking dog. What do you think? Do you like him? So you can see how it's got like a texture to him. He's like the green where it's all like chalky. He's got a lovely like antique feel to him. So the last thing we need to do is I've cut some cork out and we're going to put them on his bottom. I did paint the bottoms gold, but I thought we'd give him some cork feet. Right. Wrong way round. Is it that way? Yeah. So we stick that on there. So the front one's done. And the back ones. These cork mats I just got in circles, the ones that you put on coasters, and I just cut round a couple. And put that one on there. And that's our little doggy finished. So, what do you reckon? Did I manage to save him okay? Did I make the right choice with the colours? What do you think? Do you like him? So thank you ever so much for watching. If you like my video, like if you could give me a sub, and doesn't cost anything to subscribe, like the video, do all the normal stuff and hit the notification button so you can see when I upload anything else. Thank you for watching. If you want to stay tuned for the photos at the end, see you in the next one. Bye.